Beginning our unit on function, we need to look at key signatures and the triads and chords that are associated with a given key signature. We're starting off with the major scale, and most of the examples we're going to look at will be in the major scale this semester. So if we were to build a triad on each scale degree in any major scale, notes 1 through 7, because 8 is the same as 1, we're going to see that we're going to have a pattern emerge of different types of chords. Now we know that the interval from Do is always going to be a major or a perfect interval, and therefore the triad built on Do will always be a major triad. However, there's only one triad that starts on Do or on 1, so the other chords may or may not be major. And that's what we want to find out, is which ones are which. And we're going to see that consistent pattern throughout every major scale. So, the 1 chord, as we just said, C, E, and G, that is a major triad. So in a major key, the 1 chord will always be major. However, when we look at the 2 chord, the notes we have there are D, F, A. Well, in the key of D major, since that's our root and that's what we always have to base it on, F would be sharp. So F has been lowered by a half step here. Therefore, this is a minor triad. Jumping up to the 3 chord, we've got E, G, B. Once again, we have to base our judgment on the root note, which is E. The key of E would have G sharp. So this is, again, another minor triad because that third has been lowered. So we have our merging patterns major, minor, minor. 4 chord, F, A, C. Key of F has 1 flat. It's none of those things, so that is actually a major triad. The 5 chord, G, B, D. There's no F sharp there, so we have another major triad for 5. The 6 chord is A, C, E. The key of A would have a C sharp, so this is another minor triad. And if you remember when we were talking about relative minor keys or looking at the circle of fifths, A minor would be the same key signature as C major because it's the 6th scale degree. So we expect that to be minor. And finally, the 7 chord, B, D, F. Well, the key of B should have several sharps, including D and F sharps. So this is actually a diminished triad. And then we would be back at 1 after that. Okay? These will work in any major key. Actually, this has to be that way. Okay? And when we look at function, we use Roman numerals to label the chords because we can be a little bit more specific about what the chord types are, and also to avoid confusion with any sevenths or inversion symbols. Since those already use the Arabic numbers, we use the old Roman style. So in case you don't know Roman numerals, you're going to learn them right now, at least 1 through 7. For the major chords, we're going to use uppercase letters, and then for the minor, we're going to use lowercase letters, and I'll show you what we do when we get to diminished. But there are no, as you can see, there's no augmented chords, so we don't have to even consider that. It does not happen in a major key naturally. So, for our 1 chord, that would be an I. Since it's major, it'll be capital I. 2 is a minor chord, so that will be II, but lowercase i's. 3, again, minor, 3I. Okay, and we're at our limit, so we jump to IV, the 4 chord, which is major. 5 chord, major again. 6 VI lowercase, And then for our diminished, we do, since it's got a minor third, we also do lowercase, but we have to add the degree symbol to show that it's diminished. Otherwise, we would assume that 7 is minor. This pattern, again, will be true in any major key. It has to be this way because major key has the same intervals all throughout.